20 years ago, I was following classes at the Californian school, and there was one class that really stood out and that I always remember. And it was where we had there was a big hat, and in the hat were all these little papers with a problem on it. And each one of us had to take out of that hat a little paper with a problem. And then we had to pretend we had that problem. The problem that I chose was that I wasn't able to pay rent. And so we had to role play, and we had to really pretend like that was true. And that we kind of had to beg the other person to help you, to sympathize with your problem, and to actually help you. The amazing thing was that I had that problem at that moment. I was not able to work because I was not a permanent resident yet and had almost no money. I was teaching Qigong classes. I had to pay rent, and it was really like, how am I going to do it? So we had to role play, and we had to first really do like, please give me some money and I'll give you back the money. You had to really like try to borrow it and then I was really good at it because it was so real. And then we had to switch. And the other person had to like not sympathize at all, but more like seeing you in your capabilities, that every problem you create is a problem that you create that you also have the solution to. This is like the biggest gift you can give anyone, especially children, and especially incoming children, that they create all these challenges, but also they create the solution to it. And the biggest gift you can give them is saying, I see you in what you have created here, and I see you in your ability to overcome it, expand in it, or to solve it. This is what happened. And it was amazing because this woman I was doing this with, she said, she kept on saying, I see you. I see in your ability to find a solution. She kept being steady. I felt my confidence grow. I felt my problem diminish, and I just felt that's going to happen to end it. And then she was like, Crystal, can I ask you a question? Do you really have this problem? Because you were so good at role play. Yes, I honestly do. And then it was really interesting because her husband had a photography shop and was looking for a worker desperately. The next day I had a job. I was able to pay my rent. But so all to say, if any issue, or if you're dealing with someone else who is going through a hard time, the favor you can do them is seeing where they're I see you. I see you in your struggle. I see you in your humanness. I see you in your emotions, and I see you in your inventiveness and in your creativity, in your ability to raise above it. And this has become such an incredible power in my life, where I use this more with incoming souls. This is what they want. They don't want to be saved. They don't want to be helped. They don't want to be healed. They don't want to be taught, but they want to discover everything themselves. You acknowledge them in the challenges that they choose in their life. You acknowledge them in the solution that they come with.